So we've just had a bit of an issue with our otters here because I didn't realize all of these males have grown up now, like all the ones that are siblings with the others. But oh, look, they got pack mates. Oh, that's so adorable. Oh my goodness. But they got loads of siblings here. And and one of their parents there as well. So it is actually time to release the young males from this habitat into the wild. So Carlos is going to be released. Oh, 76 isn't too bad, is it? Eduardo needs to be released. And Antonio needs to be released. And now we've only got one male in the habitat, which is Sizable Samuel, which is a great name suggestion from you guys. So I think that's cleared up all the social issues in the habitat now, which is great. Oh, they're a little bit short on space actually with this many adults. So, and they haven't got enough hard shelter. So this is actually something we should rectify now. I think if we pause the game, let's go on a hard shelter and check which ones can be used by the giant otters. But I'm pretty sure it's just these wooden ones. They've also got the jetties, so maybe we should use that. If that's going to count as bedding, but probably not shelter. So maybe we should just get another bigger shelter in, like this one. And have this over this back edge over here. As far as space though, we may need to remove some of the otters. And I'm actually going to leave it here because I think this is fine. It's just slightly elevated. It's just going into the rock surface. But apart from that tree needs to be moved to probably around here. Let's just put it in there. There you go. And that's given them quite a lot more space as far as hard shelter. Yeah, they're up to 57, but I think there's still too many of them in the habitat. But we can see they're kind of listed here, and they've got all of their like appeal points here. So some of them are definitely better than others. I think perhaps we should release some of these like lower ones into the wild, just now that we know that there's not really room for them. Maybe we should get rid of 2 because they are going to have babies as well. I think maybe if we release 2 of them into the wild, they're the 2 lowest in appeal. Then we've left all the best ones and we've got the male in there as well. So yeah, if we release these to the wild, we'll get back 124 credits, which is pretty good. And we're up to quite a lot of credits now. We're doing really well. And if we play, hopefully that's resolved. Yeah, they're happy with their space requirements now. So that's good. The other thing we did in the last episode was create our little eco zoo. Oh, I've got a solar panel here, but they've already been called. We created our eco zoo and we've got our horses here, and hopefully someone's going to come and move them soon because one of them tried to jump the fence. But got pangolins mating as well. I've got so many alerts kicking off. One thing I completely forgot to do was put any flooring in the the zoo school, the eco zoo school. So I think I might just go in now and just add some flooring so that guests don't have to walk on the dirt. Okay, now I've got them to the right level. There's a little bit of a step, but I think that's fine for a child. It's very small. And as they come in, there's actual flooring in here now, which is good. That's what we want. And it looks a lot better, I think. One other thing I'm going to add, which I didn't realize we had until recently, was there's a really cool like insect house. Or maybe it's not in here. Maybe it's in props. There you go. Conservation insect hotel, which is so cute. So I think we have to add this somewhere, and maybe we've got the water butts here. Maybe we should put it just in here, just to the side of the house. And it's basically just like kind of like our conservation area, our wildlife area, just somewhere that insects can live happily, and all these logs, and they've got little holes and stuff for them, and the kids can learn about them. And in fact, I might just move that a little bit closer to the wall so that it's a bit more integrated. Okay, now it's a little bit closer. I think that looks better. Okay, now we've got that in. I'm pretty happy, and I think we should move on. We've got loads of notifications over here. I think it's just that they're about to mature. There's nothing crazy that's happening. We've got baby Nile Lechwees, which is great. How many Nile Lechwees do we have, I wonder, at the minute? I think we added a few more in. We did. Oh, we've got so many babies. They're adorable. And our giraffes as well. I think we need Ah, no, we're waiting for the males to grow up, and I'm still waiting to see what you guys think about whether we should keep our habitat as it is, or whether we should have a separate one for our special albino or albino giraffe right here, who is the cutest thing ever, Mr. Howard. I think he's so adorable, and I love this little habitat we have here. One other thing, which I don't think I did before. Oh, are we friendly fighting? No, we're not. Oh my goodness, the young adult's grown up. Oh, this isn't good. Right, we're gonna release you, Pickle, into the wild, because Dominic is still a young buck and he's still good enough to continue breeding, and that'll stop you fighting. Poor Dominic over there had to defend everything. Pickle's been traded out of the zoo. That's great. Is that Rara's baby they've just had now? Oh my goodness, you've literally just been born. Your name is Okay. I'm not one to judge. I might leave it at I think that's quite interesting. It's a bit different. So we've got Rara, we've got Killer Queen, we've got Dominic the male, and Sonia. Look, we're gonna have a look and see if there's any more females that we can get. So we want the scimitar horned oryx. Oh, we have got some females. And maybe just get another, maybe just this one. Get this one female, go to animal storage and send her to quarantine, and then we can move her in when we have some, when she's past quarantine and we know she's not sick or anything. Cool. That's brilliant. We've got some vet research that's been completed. So our Goliath frogs are coming along. That's really good. Once we get these all done, we'll go in and make sure their habitats are all good. Although I think we have the golden poison frogs already been done and we haven't changed their habitat. So we've researched all of it. Yeah, we have. We haven't added it. So I'm going to do that now. If we have some extra plants, where's that on the side? Some more plants come in. And then we've got some misters, and these are really cool. So if we just add these, then we get a nice bit of mist coming through. I think this is our tour as well. Yeah, he's giving an animal talk. He's got a lot of work to do though. So I think he might need some help. Oh, another death, another animal death. There are so many penguins in here. Oh, bless you, little one. Chewbacca has gone. I think it's definitely time to review the penguin situation though. Oh, we're going to call the vet for him, bless. We have a lot of penguins now. This is quite considerable. And in fact, I think maybe we should just release some of them. There's so many of them now. It's a bit ridiculous. We've got a lot of babies. Maybe I'll wait until they grow up because we still got 60 of them are juvenile. So I think we've got 30, like roughly 30 females, roughly 30 males, and then 60 babies, which is insane. Because I'm pretty sure that the female and the male count includes the babies as well. So 60 of them are distributed between the male and female as well. We've already had that alert for the animal dying. Oh my goodness. Oh, see, this is something I saw in the comments as well. Poor Ezra, it's already died. So this was probably not the best one to get, although we did give little Ezra the best end to their life. Bless. Didn't live a super long time, and we maybe get someone a little bit younger, like 1.5 years. Let's have a look at how old our other one is. Okay, so Harry's an adult, but he's only 6. Okay, so as long as they're a similar age, you know, or younger, I think that's probably good, because we do want a breeding pair if possible. So we've got lots of 1-year-olds actually. 1.5. We've got another page of them. Do they get any cheaper? 3. Oh, that's pretty good actually. They're only 3. They're only 122. Maybe we should get this. I think we'll get this one. Okay, waiting in the trade center. I didn't think about their age. Is one thing you should always. There's always one thing you're missing. I didn't think about their age when I got them, and I think they were already getting on a little bit, and they just tipped into elderly as we had them, or they were already elderly, and now they've sadly passed away, which, you know, is a natural part of life, although it is incredibly sad. I think for this episode, the focus needs to be on the new habitat that we're going to get. And it's going to be, as you've seen from the thumbnail, the Komodo Dragon. Oh, if I go on the correct tab, the Komodo Dragon. So Wow, some of these are quite expensive, but you can buy some for cash. So I think, oh, that's a really good female. Might grab this one and then get the one. Again, I didn't look at how old they were, but they're 7.8, so they're absolutely fine. And we do want younger ones. Maybe we'll go for this one right here, who's only 10. How long do they live? I guess that's a good question. Komodo Dragon. Oh my goodness, they live for years. Right, they live for 26 years. We can easily afford to get one that's, oh my goodness, that's an expensive one. That's 10 years old. So let's grab this male. Unless, yeah, none of these are exceptionally better. Let's grab this male, and then we can whack both of them in. Did we buy the female? Oh, I don't think it went through. Let's adopt the female as well. And then we've got 2 now. Yeah, and let's put them both into our quarantine. Got another. Oh, there we go. Another alert because our oryx has passed their quarantine and they're okay to be moved. Got a lot of rain right now. It's a little bit depressing. It's quite dark and rainy, but it will brighten up soon. What are they doing here? That is not the right way. I don't know what's going on here. This is all staff path. Are they being led on a tour or something? Is that like a bug because they're on a tour that they're allowed to walk on staff paths? That's hilarious if it is. But get out of here. What are you doing? And we've got our red panda has passed their quarantine as well. So let's add them to their habitat too. Now let's have a look at our little horses. I love these. They're adorable. I was going to say, let's have a look at what requirements the Komodo Dragon has for how, like, what their habitat needs to be like. So if we have 2 adults, I assume they live in 1 to 2. Okay, so only 2, and let's say like 3 babies, 800 meters. They only need grade 2 and 1 meter. Oh, I love the 1 meter ones because we can get the small barriers and the small gate. I love this. Yes. I think I'm just going to put them around here. And I think actually we might have a little bit, to make it a little bit more interesting, we might take the path round this way. Oh my goodness. We can have some, like a little bit of decoration along here. Just going to come out this way and then curve it back round as the day changes. Oh my goodness. Oh, Eleanor or Elena, one of the original otters, I think, is about to die from old age. I'm not sure I can watch too many more of these. Oh, look at the babies around. Please don't tell me that... Oh, there's one of their parents as well. Oh, there she goes. Well, there we go. And as new life leaves the zoo, new life enters. We've got our Komodo dragons past their quarantine, which is exactly what we need. We're already going to have horse babies as well, which is amazing. They're already breeding. That's fantastic. And we're just extending the path around here because I think I'm going to put the Komodo dragons up here and then have probably a bigger habitat here, or even a couple of habitats that incorporate more of this raised area, because I really do like that. I think maybe that could be cool for like the tiger, like the Siberian tiger or something, or like a leopard, or something that will actually use the land. Some kind of cat or monkey that will like the elevations. So let's start building the barriers out. We're going to put in a small wooden habitat gate and then build it out with wooden logs. Okay, I think that's pretty good. That's all right. It's a massive habitat. It's much bigger than they need. It's kind of double what they need. But I thought it'd be cute to have this long edge along here, and we could even wrap the path around here if we need to, or we want to. And in fact, I might even take the path down this side because it gives a bit of an interesting path, and it also lets them see the stable area for the horses, which I think is pretty cute. But I'll just leave it as a dead end there. And I'm actually going to undo that because it's not super straight, and I want the path to be right in the middle of these. Okay, so I think I'll just take the path to there, and that still gives them good visibility of both habitats. We can probably put them in here now to see how they feel about it. Let's get our Komodo dragons, grab both of them, and move them into this habitat. Oh, there's no path to the destination. Oh, if we play, maybe. Is that going to update? No. Okay, let's try it again. There we go. Need to click it after. Good little feature. Habitat 52, Komodo. I didn't do a capital. Komodo Dragon. There we go. Vet research is complete. Got the lemons poison frog. It's progressing at pace. And we need a solar panel fixing, so we'll send that out. Ooh, maybe make it every month. Hopefully these solar panels, the mechanics will get on top of this soon. It's not being too much of an issue anymore, but they are, like the untrained ones have a high workload. So we just need to get them a bit further trained up. In fact, let's just train everyone to make sure everyone's at their highest level. We're probably going to need some... I'm going to delete this notification as well. We're probably going to need some more staff facilities around here. Although we've got some here, but I think we should have a new area over here. For now, I'm just going to link it up to the existing ones because it's only one habitat and it's not too far. So if we get our work zones, I'm going to add it into zoo, this new habitat. And then I'm going to add it into a new work zone, which is going to be Asia Middle. And it's going to include all of these buildings here as well. So they've got the keeper hut and the staff room and the Komodo Dragon there, which I didn't name. It's going to be Asia Middle. So now we've got Africa Middle, Africa Entrance, and Asia Entrance and Asia Middle. That's perfect. And I think we've already actually got an extra keeper who's working on the Africa Entrance. I think we had too many, yes. So let's set them to work on the Asia Middle. And also, oh, I can't believe I did this. It's a classic thing for me to do. For some reason, I named the tour European and exhibits when both of the animals here, the giant otter and Baird's tapir, both of them are in the Americas. So I have no idea why I did that. I'm going to rename the work zone to be Americas and exhibits, because they're the only animals we have in our zoo from either North or South America. And the rest of them are going to be from Africa and Asia. So I have no idea why I did that, but we've fixed it now. And here it's just the giant otters and Baird's tapirs, because that's the easiest thing to call it. So I'm going to play that, but I don't know why I did that. It's been rectified now. Or in fact, I think we should probably change the tour name too, because that is still going to be called it. Yeah, so let's open the tour manager. Let's edit the name to be Americas and exhibits. There we go. What am I like? Tour group's been waiting. Okay, well hopefully you'll get someone else soon. I think it's just they're not super trained up at the minute, but our tours are going to get better. If you do have any ways to help that you think would make our tours better, if you have any advice, I am definitely up for hearing it. At the minute, they're rated okay. They're good on scenery and tour layout. The guest well-being isn't amazing, but I don't really know what more to give them because we've already got food, we've got 2 toilet breaks and a food stop, food and drink stop. So let me know. Maybe it's too long for the amount of food and drink they get. We could probably do with some more facilities. We do also just need to add in some more decoration, but I'm going to do that in perhaps a later episode, or maybe just later in this episode. Oh wow, they're in. Look at them. Oh my goodness, they're terrifying. Wow, okay, well, I'm going to pause the game because this is definitely not the right terrain for them. They need, short grass works or sand. I think maybe sand makes a lot more sense. So I'm actually going to make a little water area and then I'm going to paint the terrain exactly how they want it. Okay, I think they're probably a little bit happier with that. We've got some nice sandy area by the water, and then we've got some rocky areas on the hills at the back, and some grassy area near the front of the habitat. They do need more hard shelter though, so before we do that, I've just remembered, I'm going to pause the game. I think our guests, in light of all this rain, which is really annoying, they probably need some shelter. So I think what I might do is design a bit of a shelter for them, which will help them in the crazy heat we get in the tropics and the insane downpour of rain. And then I'm just going to put these along the path, and I want it to be something kind of more eco-friendly. So I'll probably make this out of wood. Okay, I think that's quite a few flowers in there. I just put some tropical ones in because it's probably the easiest to maintain in the climate, realistically. But we've just got a little smattering of flowers, and then a nice wooden structure that's got a solid roof on the top, and then it will let some rain in on the sides, and perhaps we should put some kind of covering on, like an awning or something on here, so to try and keep some of the rain out through these windows. Okay, I think that just adds something. We've added like a little bit of an awning that will kind of protect them from the rain a little bit. And it gives a bit more shade on either side. Not that the guests will be going there. And I just added a little bit of decoration with these slats on there as well, like the additional slats for a little bit more texture. But we've got this building here, so I'm just going to add this across in a few places in the zoo so that there's a little bit more shade on some of these like straights. Okay, so we've added quite a few of them now. Just wanted to get a reasonable coverage over the zoo. And it just adds a little something. So it's a little bit of shelter for them, whether it's hot or cold. Whether it's, hot or rainy, sorry, they've got some shelter. Oh, this one does just need to be moved though, because it's blocking the habitat entrance here. It was just to get the guidelines for it. So I'm going to push this one up the road here to about there. And then we do need to add in some bins and donation bins as well before I forget. Okay, so we added those in now. I think the next thing that meets our needs of our Komodo dragons is going to be their enrichment. So let's get the Komodo dragon selected and get their enrichment in there. And at the minute we've only got a sprinkler for them, which isn't really very good. So we're going to need to do a lot more research on them. I'm going to add the sprinkler in over there to give them a bit of something, but that is incredibly boring for them. So I'm going to ignore these because we've got a couple of groups that need educators. Perhaps it's time we get another educator for them. I didn't realize quite how many educators these zoo tours, like how much time they take up of their time. But I also wonder whether it's just that they're not fully trained up. So I'm going to leave it until they're fully trained up and then see if it's like 2 fully trained up educators on a zoo tour of like that length, or whether it's just that I've been doing it wrong and it's supposed to be loads of them. Komodo's got so many offspring and everything, which is great. We are going to have to sort out our penguin population soon. Got another baby giraffe on the way as well, which is amazing. And another lechwe. Oh my goodness, so many. Oh, there's a fight breaking out. I'm going to pause because of overcrowding. Oh wow, it's because their baby's grown up. Oh my goodness. Okay, well we're going to straight away. Mooney's still a young boy, so we're going to release their baby into the wild. Look, we're conserving tapirs. How amazing is that? And we've still got Path, although I think he needs to be renamed at some point. We've still got him, and he's going strong. He's got a number of male children who we're going to be releasing, which is amazing. Okay, our poor Komodo dragons do need some shelter as well. So I think I'm just going to put a fairly simple structure in for them. Oh, they could have jetty bedding as well. Wow. That would be kind of silly in this case because they've got a tiny little pool because they don't actually want any or need any water to swim in. So I'm just going to put them in a nice wooden shelter. And in fact, I might make like a slightly bigger, bit different wooden shelter from a couple of bits. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Just gives them a little bit of something between the two. And they can, I should have checked whether they can escape, especially after the last episode, but they can't escape. It was fairly clear because where are they going to go? But they can definitely traverse this whole area, which is amazing. They are going to need some bedding, so I'm going to put that in. And I also realized I didn't put any bedding in for our red pandas. I built this massive shelter for them, which is all like reasonable bedding. And we put in a feeding platform, but we didn't put any bedding. So I'm just going to add a little bit of bedding in a few areas I think they might want to settle down in. Okay, so we've added lots of bedding in for our red pandas, and we've added some bedding in for our Komodo dragons. So hopefully their needs are fairly fulfilled. They are going to be missing food, so we need to add some food in for them now. Let's get some food and water. Filter by the Komodo dragon again. And let's get them just a large food tray. And seeing as I'm pretty sure they're confident, but I'll check it. I'm just going to whack this like front and center right here, the guests can have a good view of them eating. Now we should check how they feel about humans. No, they are confident and guests can't enter the habitat. So that would be incredibly interesting if they did. Cool. I think they were listed as like I think they may have been the deadliest animal on Deadly 60. I can't remember. That was a really good show. But yeah, They're definitely up there. They're very dangerous animals to be around, and they look terrifying. And then you can tell they're terrifying because they're not even bothered about staying out of the rain. That's how you know they're crazy, crazy killers. Oh, there you go. They're awake. The tongue is out. They look so cool though. Yeah, their skin's like crazy strong though as well, and they've got. I remember that their mouth isn't like, they don't have native poison, but their mouth is so unclean that it basically acts as like a natural poison whenever they bite anything. Like they normally die from infection, but it's not actually poison. It's just really dirty mouth, which is interesting to say the least. And look at them walking. They're walking like they're just learning how. And unfortunately, it seems we have another social welfare problem in that there's too many. Now they've had babies, there's again too many otters in this habitat. So I think we're going to have to say goodbye to one of our females. Now, Francisca is elderly, so I don't really think we can release her into the wild. Though she probably will pass away soon. So it's one of those where you're like, do you just wait? Oh, they seem okay. I think it's going up and down. I think I'm going to leave them because they're a little bit stuck for space, but Francisca is gonna die soon, and then when she does, there'll be more space in the habitat, and then we don't have to get rid of like an adult female who's potentially gonna breed more and, you know, make more otters. Oh no, we've had a penguin has died. Oh, bless them. Goodness, there's so many in here. We will sort all these penguins out soon. Look how many there are. It's ridiculous. So many penguins. But they don't like the rain, clearly, because there's not many outside. They're all inside. And a diseased animal. Oh my goodness. Okay. Our okapi are a little bit sickly. Ah, it's probably because there's 3 of them in here. So there's now an adult. That's not helping anyway. So we're going to release her into the wild. Now they've had their baby. 38. That's not too bad. That could be worse. So we also need to add some viewing facilities to our habitat. And I think I'm just going to whack in a couple of habitat education boards. Okay, and because we've added our new education post, we need a new educator. So I'm just going to hire a new educator and assign them to the Asia Middle section. Are there any with no work zone? Oh, they're here. Asia Middle. And then the last thing we need to do is add some nature to this habitat. So let's see what they're interested in and add that in. It's going to be grassland, tropical, and from Asia. Okay, I think that's pretty good. They seem to be happy with that. It's at the maximum of their coverage, but, you know, we want to give them as much as we can. And I think that's pretty good. They need some more food enrichment, but other than that, they're pretty happy. And we've just finished some vet research. Does that mean we're done with the Lemon's poison frog? It does. Wow. Okay, so we can start researching our final exhibit animal, and I'm actually going to set them to research the Komodo Dragon as well, because we do need some enrichment for these guys. Not forgetting about anyone else. We will come back. We want to make sure that we're researching everyone to the maximum, but it's just because they don't have any food enrichment right now. I think it's pretty important that we research them. The Akarpis will hopefully be healed soon, which is all good. And now that the storm seems to have gone down a little bit, our Komodo dragons seem to be enjoying the habitat a lot more. So I think we're going to call it for this episode. If you've liked the episode, please do give it a like. It does really support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.